happen all the time. Osofo.
Senior.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Now, Angel, where are you?
Oh, Minjai.
So what is happening?
Good evening to your wonderful viewers. Before I answer your question, I want to say this. Any day, any time, if there's any nonsense going on in this country, I will rise and talk. I will keep shouting. I'll keep pointing the mistakes. If you're a politician, it is your responsibility to either like me or hate me because you don't fit me. And until we begin to do that, we can never, ever save this country. I am not afraid. I am not worried. I am not perturbed. I am not disturbed. I am a happy man. I am enjoying my family. And the 30 days they say I should stay home. Thank God, man. Charlie, many beji bruta.
Or they say stay home for 30 days?
Yes, 1 month. Now,
but Captain, are you not a member of the management of Angel?
Well, I am the director of operations for ABN.
ABL is what?
ABN is Angel Broadcasting Network.
Okay.
Yes.
How many radio stations in there?
We have more than 20.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yes.
And you are operations manager for all of these radio stations?
Director of operations, yes.
Director of operations for all of that?
For ABN, yes. I was home yesterday after my birthday bash on the radio and TV. The CEO called me.
Who's the CEO, by the way?
Bronzy.
Okay.
Bronzy
is a nickname. What's his name?
I think Champo.
Okay, Mr. Champo.
Yes. Called me that he has something to tell me. And then he started talking. There's so much pressure coming from left, center, right on the founder and president and blah, blah, blah. So he wants me to call the president.
He wants you to call the president?
Yes, the president, I mean our founder and president.
Oh, your
Dr.
founder,
Kweku
okay. Angel Dr. Kwesi
Yes,
Otin.
Kweku Otin.
Kweku Otin, okay.
But I shouldn't let him know that he asked me to call him. I said, what's happening?
This is getting interesting.
So I told him on the phone that the night before yesterday, na menya information saying Crawford share or coffee shop or a plan with some people already.
Coffee shop here,
oh, massa.
Laboni coffee shop.
Exactly. I mean, Captain Smart is becoming too loud. He's making some people unpopular. He's making this unpopular. He's doing that and that. A whole lot of things. So yesterday on air, I said that, look, if today, Kweku Otin says, Captain, praise God, I will leave. Because I am not a lazy person. Yes, my brain works, Papa. And I'm afraid, Doc.
Doc is Kweku Otin.
Yes, that's right. So, Crawford, friend, who are buying their church on the letters from Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA4, Tata, no, Nina is because Yeseme Kasadodo. I'm saying,
GRA4 Tata, so on the one sika na.
Well, I don't know. These are the things he said.
That's what he said.
Yes.
All because I say Captain Smart Kasadodo.
Yes. I'm saying, and then also, ya catch them say, me say, seven. Nana Adone Dr. Baumiani Alancha Martini IGP. Omu Jimmy for. Now me say, on air. No, say yes, you said it on air. I'm so penny. Met me a be a warrior. But to go to that extent, to say that the president of the land, the vice, the IGP, and Alancha Martin, omu Jimmy for there. No. If you can provide me with the evidence, I will apologize to the world and resign from your company.
But your shows are recorded.
I mean, they are on Facebook Live. Conversation, of course, one or say, and I'm so pressure into no. Say, ne, ye point Juma. Obepe say, anka, being trimming hon kakra. Na, adienu mujua. Pressure na yet the man on no buffer man. I'm so okay. If that is what is going to help you. Because I'm just one individual. Or you have this whole lot of companies. If Captain Smart alone would bring your company down, why not? I'll do that for you. It's enemy Kwadjuma. started the show. After the intro, then he called, said, pressure samba view.
Say now start it.
Mr. Show, no.
You call it
5:30.
Anopabofo.
Anopabofo.
Anopabofo, yes.
And you know, I'm so okay. And we
At about what time in Ofrel? Because 5:30 they are how much?
No, me started 5:30. 5, I think 7 minutes after 6 in the morning. And Ofrel. I'm so okay, senior. Let's know.
Why in the Ofrel?
Dr. Kokote.
Onwankasa.
Onwankasa.
Seseng.
Say in common I born and run any idea no or can say can main train and then I'm saying no, you said let me work today. No, said sign communication net here now. When you call crashes here, it's okay. Senior, let me drop this.
Oh, so you had to stop the show?
Yes, so I did.
But you have news at 6.
Yes.
So this is after the news?
That's before the news ended.
Before the news? Oh, so the news was going on when
Yes.
he spoke to you?
And then I said,
So,
okay.
so did you go back after the news to
No, I
sign
did
off?
not. So the other team members had to continue, and then that's it. So he told me he sent the general manager of 1029, that's Kojo Singh, to bring me a letter. Yesterday around 10:49 thereabout, I saw my brother calling. He said he has something for me. I said, what do you have for me? He said, I've been asked to bring you a letter. I said, letter at this time? I will not be allowed to step out. If it is about me stepping out for some time, I just spoke to doctor. So there's no need for that letter. I saw him, took a shot of it, sent it to me on WhatsApp, and that's it.
What is in the letter?
Well, the letter says that I've been too hard on Nanado, the vice president.
In the letter?
In the letter. I mean, they said I've been using some harsh words on the president and the vice president and then the IGP, and that he's called me on several occasions to stop those things, and I'm not stopping and all that. And for that matter, I should proceed on suspension for 1 month, and then after 1 month, I resume. So they gave a date that's today, and then next month,
4th June.
4th June.
You're supposed to resume on the 4th June.
That's what the letter says.
So technically it's a suspension.
That's what the letter says.
For assets where using unprintable words against high profile
According to the
officials.
letter.
Okay, but what has been the focus of your morning show by the last?
You see, I have decided. You did Faber also this evening.
Yes.
You just did Faber also.
Yes. That's what you call Faber also.
Yes.
We
Faber
call it the editorial.
Yes. Faber also is facing the reality all other broadcasters are afraid to talk about.
No holds barred.
No. You pick the issue, you research, you call people with brains to feed you with the needed information so you can also give it out. Sometimes.
And it's called Faber also.
Faber also.
And it's every day?
It's Mondays and Wednesdays.
What time?
From 8:30.
Oh, okay. So Monday, 8:30, Faber also. So the traffic is coming there?
Yes.
The whole Facebook traffic is coming there?
It's always there. Mondays and Wednesdays. Then I have the Anopeja. The show is Anopabofo. Then we have the Morning Fire, the Anopeja. Right after the news, you throw some small fire.
Against who, the fire?
No, I mean, issues happening. And this whole thing, was about, from Galamsey, and then to Yekaya Dear as of mine.
Oh, the national debt, yes.
Yes, and it started from the IGP.
Why?
You remember I said that Yabubo police photo by heart. Yes, bullion van, police need team, Yabodu two, only bulletproof. Police need Namha Yakuno. And I was like, really? We live in a country, 21st century, and police officers are sitting in bullion vans with this long-wheeled weapons. Say police in any two or the shed door in chain say no was out to door name. It is say Obi nipa boni bi even want to attack them. They di kind of car ni movie no as I say Obi a door no and so what you do no na baby a wuti Obi then Obi to be credit by the time I bet treat to no kra no the nipa na kum.
Yeah.
It drew time I say you jaisa. And I said it and I will repeat.
So you are talking about the arrangement of the police people when they are on patrol.
Exactly.
You think they should hold a gun themselves, a small gun?
I mean, they should have some side arms. That makes it easier for them.
Why were you blaming the IGP for that?
But who is in charge?
Okay, he is, yeah, of course.
He is. And I said that, look, when you're careful about the West IGP, because he had already gone on radio, promised that you had 2 police in Fakatuem.
Yes.
Akatuane.
I don't know.
Amma.
Oh, you're sure about that?
Amala.
We'll check here.
Amma. Till today, ask the police
We'll check your
officers.
Ministry of Finance.
Oh, Ohene, am I? I will not sit on this huge platform.
Okay. Inti Ambano.
And then I said that, look, IG, why are you careful? Who had the West IG? Then somebody from somewhere calls me and say that on man peniphobia, or penny for protection. A man will say, you need to keep quiet. And I said, me, keeping quiet. Now, I'm innocent police officers. Yabubo mutu. They don't sleep. They are the people to protect us. And they are being killed like Nkoko. And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Okay, so this Faber also is focused on the security of the police.
This one was, it's talks about a host of other issues. You know, this one was on security, and then about Galamsey. I said that Galamsey is going on in Chebi. It's still going on there. And I said that if Nanado, my president, I admire so much, if he really want to paint a very beautiful picture that he is really on against the fight against Galamsey, he should stop the Galamsey and want to. And I will say it again.
Did you show videos of the Galamsey?
Oh, I did. So
you showed videos?
I did. So
you have the videos?
I did.
And
so
the videos show that this is Chebi?
So Galamsey.
Not Esiakwa, not Achim Kutuku, not Swedro.
When you say, everybody knows. My team members were invited by some chiefs. And I said that, look, Galamsey ni Jaya, stop Ukromu. And I will say it again, Nanado.
No,
if you are indeed watching me, I am saying that
he may not be watching
Galamsey no Jaya, stop Ukromu Galamsey first.
Okay, but do you have evidence that
have you been there before?
I've been to Chebi before, yes.
When?
Oh, it's been a while. I went to a funeral there the last time.
Kohechna. Oh, I mean, Chebi is not as huge as Accra. Yes.
So you have the evidence of that. So you made the point about the presence. On Galamsey no be on the
Chrome.
No Mujaya na Ebejai Ghana there.
One who said the TNS say and penny force your bottom free. Yes. But then if you shall say would fee. Into say
the presence no a policy work. A broad
answer. If you have a policy and the policy out what they ban, say you are the bonia, not a big cost will be what tiny baby will free. That's a policy no and then baby fufra. What person I'm saying?
There be so no there obu amai abai no obu amai ni nyina
Chebi kan
enti no so could jai Chebi there Galamsey no na se we njai kentin krono there na na yakoka se hwe na akufado we jai ni krom there o mama na jai kentin krono there dey koso a na no so beka ne se
there be ensuo ba kopa ne di bube e wo Ghana se achimkwa onum bremu bremu na yeden wo ko bremu na ni won say the bremu
and Matthias said, but
said you see,
that's what personalizing.
No, I'm not personalizing. I am saying that you want near man getting ketibi we are say a coso na a biwo na ho a ese wo hwe se eye nim guase kra
entika onti se wo na your presence na sebo na your presence na sa wo na ofiche bia na Galamsey ko ba bia nka ben wo be fa IGP ni so on Chebi Honkwa no dey here na say
before soldier for no be call other places no na ka hode ne jai dada one who said here
hode no soldier for na say small mo ko
Paul say we are the president of this phone, assuming this phone is a country. Now the corruption index of Krum 85%. Ubet me akojino obi and the Krum there 2% one catch corruption.
So the mini jurisdiction
assuming say you invite us kokasa
and say kokasa no chese jurisdiction.
Exactly.
But jurisdiction now Ghana na Ghana man nyina jurisdiction ya de cro and a koba bia. You say Galamsey and let's say 15 villages na identify, 12 rivers na identify. Yeah, policy no to clear all the 12 rivers. Yeah, isolated Chebi say me free hunt me nyan ntem.
No, you see, this is the problem. This is the major problem we're facing. Okay? So we will fear that or how we will fear. If fear no how no, as I say, you solve it if you know how no and tem. But say, a quiet say, a course will be an unfair needy and my president or Tiago. So I can say, yin jai. Now, on one, a wounded crum no. Now, say one of the newspapers, they say, and your Ghana from Pobuna, a ye galamsino. A ye more free Guinea, Malians, and blah blah blah.
Okay, so your problem of your fight.
That was one. And then the third one was on Ghana Yekaya idea. Let me read something.
Yekaya idea. And also now President Assembly and I said Finance Minister now Dr. Baumia.
Mamin Kaya Divincho.
Okay, so you're still watching Good Evening Ghana.
We are the Public Debt Statistical Bulletin 2020 prepared by the Treasury and Debt Management Division of the Ministry of Finance Ghana. Okay.
Time.
Paul, are you ready?
Yes.
See. Gross public debt as at the end of December 2020 stood at 291.63 billion Ghana cedis. And that is $50.83 billion, representing 76.1% of GDP, and an increase of 33.6% compared to the stock in 2019. The public debt, as at the end of 2020, comprises external debt of 141.80 billion Ghana cedis, and that's 24.7 billion. 37% of GDP, and domestic debt of $149.83 billion. That's $26.1 billion, representing 39.1%. The total stock, blah, 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 blah. I can forward it up to you.
Yes,
when you read this,
this is the national debt.
Yes, it tells you
the concerns about the national debt.
It tells you that the domestic debt alone represents 76.1% of our GDP.
Yeah, that is owed to the banks in Ghana and other domestic, if you like, books.
And you think it's not a worrying trend?
No, it is. I'm just asking what you did with that.
So I said this, that during Mahama's time, Mayor, one of the people, I was very critical about how the economy was managed under John Dramani Mahama. It do, baby, no. Na mi kofi kura na msuru. Yes, we have Faber was on us. I had a jet to a tour. Ntina no she.
Sometimes some American now I don't FM.
No, I don't FM. A do baby crana management to me for catchers who for and then they're not no shoe. Them say Ghana first. I don't have any other country apart from this country. That time now a 69%
of GDP.
Of GDP. As if say Ghana every now it's 76. Then I said, at that time, me kind some Mahama bon.
Okay, some Mahama bon.
Because with GDP now, what can we see? We are seeing now bomb we. Let's say we see now yet to can say ya.
When I say no mood,
then it is a sonnet here they are. And the other Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Say now catching and say, "What about Bobby say?" Yeah, Bobby say by heart said
by smart borrowings.
Bobby say by heart. Men are now at a grassy one smart borrowing no matter kono. Just one Bobby say by heart. That's the way to me Bobby say somebody here you me. Our Ghana her banks a kanko award there. 76.1% of our GDP there. And then one more time Mahama.
Ah, sana kai.
Yes. And you see, senior.
Now one say be a COVID-19 na be a baby sana. COVID-19 say na na say COVID for babet na fie say workers babet na fie na atua won
COVID.
We are a mom
to but worker be na kwet na fie won yi o madi no.
There be see you be edi.
No why?
Workers say COVID lockdown time.
So lockdown we be sir. Even private sector ni pa do kwet na fie.
Private sector dey mu yin crofo edi. Aban dey when you be.
Na sa aban no taxes no ye jai tua.
Taxes dey be why ye jai tua.
Taxes anka say ye tua ni na ye jai tua.
A bit say petrol and cost road.
Check Ghana revenue. Na Debian as
Ghana Revenue Authority there no ma check ICOMS no. And this are at
check it, Paul. Check it. Ma check petrol and cost road. Aya na say petrol
and cost road samre no.
Enti I didn't say Debi afi bi say petrol cost road.
Debi the American say COVID time no. You say we mo Ghana Post akotena fie. Wotena fie cry betua oka yitua onka. wo fie no so
Ebi ko na ebi ba o.
lockdown de ne obia lockdown proper
Lockdown they say na call lockdown.
obia ko fie sata na wo fie na nsuo a wobetua aka no water utilities no so wakotena fie na yesen tua aka na ban se mentua utilities ntina amaka na kosoro kakra ana captain making se me yedma o ECG a yesi Paul Adom watch yedma ECG ko tena fie empesa oba yare covid aba empesa obi aba yare nti ko tena fie wakotena fie de yetua o ebia 1000 cedis 1000 cedis yebesa de amao 1000 ede mame de mame a me yimu 200 tua water yesi water ne men ntua o de tena fie ne fa water ne free se sa ne mebe ma
One wa no mu use Ghana water nsu ne.
Omu use Ghana water nsu che say borehole for na.
Aye, ono onye dey.
I sound on kwa na ono
You see, Paul, this is what I'm talking about.
What I'm saying is COVID no me mad death in cost look
and if we are not careful, we'll be singing certain songs any dancing mood. And it is very critical on us as journalists to stand for this country, not our personal interest.
Correct.
Look, if you look at the trend that Africa, leadership in Africa echoes to see our own, mark my words, the next 10 years ahead of us, if this is how we're going to manage Africa, Africa cannot contain the African.
Say, Ohiani Nyomanana.
Share. People say, Yamem Mebunejuma, Yamem Mebunejuma. Now we are churning out 275,000 graduates a year. What's the plan for them?
No, assemble.
What's the plan? Paul, somebody should tell me.
Assemble.
And
it requires a national conversation.
No, you hold on.
Yeah.
275,000 graduates, university graduates a year. So if you pick 2019, just 2019, 2020, it's 275,000 times 2 plus 2.
500,000.
500,000.
More.
Then you come to 2021. This is what we're talking about. That the African youth is not a foolish person. The African youth has got a brain. The problem of the African youth is that the leadership is not helping the African youth. Leadership is supposed to create hope.
Since when? Since forever.
Doesn't matter since forever. When you were born, if it is forever, you should have still been a baby. But you are now called Mr.
Because the African youth assembly and the lack of hope for the African youth, is it a perennial African problem?
Do we always have to sit down and say that it's the problem of the old, so no solution?
No, I'm saying that it calls for a national conversation.
The national conversation,
national
conversation, we've had it over and over and over and over
and
over
again.
And you're sitting here, Paul, you know very well. Every government comes to say, I've created jobs for the youth. I've done this for the youth. Where?
So solution is there.
The solution is that we need quality leadership.
Great. Super. How do we get them?
Oh, Senior. Are you sure they are not aware?
No, but how do we get them?
Are you sure they are not aware?
So
when you have a vice presidential candidate who stands before the entire country and tell you that 2 years into the Nanado, I voted for.
When?
2020 elections.
I've
said it on radio.
And to 2016, man, to 2020.
I have said it on radio.
And then 2020, Utumano.
Oh, I didn't tell them Utumano. I voted for that.
So Utumano there, and you are passing a correct verdict on his first 4 years.
That is why I'm saying that. SSN ni pebiti asiyese, and yes, I'm time Paul. Into the American said, if I love you and I truly love you from here, I should be able to correct you and let you know that Paul. Baby, I will quay.
A hard dream. Now, Captain, December, wako to Obama Pape endorsing his first 4 years. May was wabon.
Ohene. Into me banning, me tell school fees and rat. Me tell school fees and rat. Na and then me baffy. Now, mamma catch him so wafa bo at the Abu TV with you in Antimamenka.
Over can I marry a shot? Generally to me, then realization the buyer to me who
see, and only a problem I go Africa. There's no short time in governance. Every time counts.
Okay.
And I am waiting to see a day my hometown chief will not go begging for my road to be constructed. I am waiting to see one day one Ghana where Captain Smart can wake up at dawn and there's still light. I am waiting to see one day a Ghana where people will not queue just for a bottle of water. I am waiting to see one day Chinese will not take over Ghana, that our water river bodies are destroyed, left, center, right. They give us poison and they take our cocoa away. I want to wake up one day and see a Ghana that the teeming youth around We're not going to have...
You want to see a Ghana beyond aid?
It is not about the aid. You can't live without aid. Sitting here as a host, people are helping you. That is aid. Nobody under the sun can ever live without aid. But you cannot live without your brain.
So
we need to make sure our brains are functioning
these are the things you said on Fabio also when you say that
and
you stand by them, and we are making.
I'll keep saying them.
But
I can be sacked tomorrow.
Obia born is this something that you think we should continue?
And what is wrong with that?
Oh, that's casting.
It's not casting anything. Incompetent,
incompetent.
What wrong?
David.
I don't know your bro if you are not clever,
so you're clever.
What wrong? When you're clever, what wrong? Obi are incompetent, no, you're clever.
No.
And these are the things that the African leader,
as a senior reporter, if you want to confront the government, Dr. Bawumia,
I will never confront
them
Bawumia
with this information. Listen, and the sort of.
Can I tell you something?
But I'm all interviewing that. I think you may have.
Once, it was just about 10-15 minutes when I was on Adom.
Okay.
He came to Joy and then just passed through the studio. Paul, you do something.
Yes.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Nana Addo.
Yes.
The last thing
you will never do that.
The last thing I would ever do is to insult Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. I was not trained up that way. But the last thing I would not do is to sit down for the Ghanaian youth to keep on suffering. I would not.
That's correct. Until you use your powers of advocacy. Some way advocate.
And I have said it
advocacy to do that.
over and over again, and I will repeat. Look, Ghana, on my way, ye hear moja, obi moja, and ye de work Ghana pania, ebe mo manya ye ya, se si ye metwenwo, ye metwemi moja mfako. Ghana must go beyond where we are today. Are you happy that
what's the next steps?
No, you see, the next step is that ye media no say ye yes sorry not about another government, not about the next government to come. It's about media then sorry. Say ade we enye. And the first thing we did,
the American media no sorry I'm to Trump no.
Ade ba ko ye e boa ye ne say first war against Galamsey. What happened, Paul?
Tell me what happened.
The entire media.
Yes,
rose in support.
Graphic led it, yes.
What happened? We succeeded.
Did we?
To a certain extent. But the political will went away.
The political will, no.
Oh, Basa.
And then it's always the problem.
And you're right. What it means is that the little things I learned from that first Galamsey war is that the media no yes sorry. Paul Kase in Suoni Tantra Hills. My vice president said that 2 years in the first term of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's government, no community, this is what Dr. Bawumia said, no community would ever complain, would have water problem and toilet problem. He said it. Is Tantra Hill having water?
I don't know.
I live there. There's no water.
There's no water. Okay.
Huh?
But he will get there.
No, you see, when you give me timelines, you expect me to pardon you.
You said 2 years.
You said 2 years in your first term. You haven't done that.
He's now done 4 years.
So why is the media quiet? Why are we quiet? I love Nana Addo. I like him. I respect him. I will continue to pray for him to be able to achieve something for this country. But when things are wrong, Abba, Massa,
okay, I get your point. I think it's fair.
Ye be na me kwa adwuma. Say ye se me nsamra na me je pene se me kwa.
And then okay can be beautiful. O je pene se obekọ se.
Wo mo 30 days ne so. Na me yere dwene ho. Na me je pene se me kwa. Me ko ka banku.
There will be a program.
Na me kwa de hin na me fa be was no me yato atwene.
There will be.
This is what the media should begin to understand. Bro, I drive at night. Befala pass na your station no one. Me 4 before 30. Na me call office.
Before the dakwan.
And I see that, and somebody told me, say, oh, Abroche in Uncle for homeless. And I'm saying, Abroche, quite home, port home.
But Abroche, I'm for homeless one day.
I'm saying homeless, Abroche. Me cry me hubi. Me cry Abroche me homeless. But homeless, when you don't for two council.
There be only coats in the blankets, be I know that torn.
Homeless, no. Homeless, no. You can't hear you no.
I can't need a serious matter.
Homeless,
no. Can't need a very serious.
Homeless, no. I buy him gin in the home. I buy him gin on the You live in a country. You see, and maintain media no, as I say no, excuse my French, I say we can't see clearly.
Into who agree with this culture of silence here now of a son making ya?
Me dear, I buy money pebia and frame is a come on to na man come on one tomorrow by me baby. And say I don't know of this culture of silence or whatsoever, but my boss say yeah money pressure.
Say no one some making. Some say and yet direct and affairs at or say to see in nam quite be brave. So
like Sam Jonah. Me say small boy bit radio so did this Sam Jonah tell.
Almost why then?
Okay, I'm in sure there's Sam Jonah. Time a J for bar by him. Be the president of Ghana. That time na Ghana yinano na ye gold na oboase hono na ye tour ye $121 million. J. Kufuor picked him, and one man called Mr. Bannerman. Okay? And then Anglo Gold for home. The first 6 months
of Anglo Gold,
your revenue moving from $121 million to $365 million.
Revenue for the company and now for Ghana.
Oh, say no dear. And the more revenue the cost no. Now also we share no woman increase.
But by the time Anglo Gold be na Ghana shares not tiako kra.
Na tiako.
But say 121 na nyina ye de na say 365.
The golden share na
13%.
The golden share na woman. Na we hin.
Anglo Gold is free mu.
Esamba ya dan samba.
Asamba.
J for time. The media is quiet. Yakwakoto Saje for badge. So many must have for badge. Now, Adena
for badge energy generating
plant. Adea a yes square. Now you're 2 round hole.
Mekai Sasem.
Okay. Osaje for badge is more than $300 million. It's sitting in Western region and rotting
till today.
And you want me to keep quiet? I would not.
Yo, Captain. I'm saying, okay, at and you know to say,
21st century, Greater Accra, capital city of Ghana, in and you want me to keep quiet? No.
So you are saying that the media should address developmental issues and failures of politicians.
They enjoy say, some for me what you say, and now when you say, and look,
they dealing with politicians.
These people are hungry.
Leadership.
Everything under the sun, Paul, is leadership.
That's
the rest are just effects.
That's correct. Leadership is the most important.
And if we fail, you see, sometimes you can have a good leader who is lazy. It would take the media to push that leader
to work.
Are we pushing the leaders?
And now, can I say, I think I get your point that media should do more to push our leaders to work and to lead properly. That's the only salvation for our country. And yes, sir, that's ever heard no. Arab Spring in Beba.
Would him say over 400 radio stations for Ghana? If one day or 1 week, the entire media houses in the whole country says, "Yeniso na woka memeka sefa kan ka kwaku maleke ka we ka Kofi Adome ka na we ka na we Akosua Agoba na hene ka peace na ye kwa." Who told you the government will not rise? Fix the country hereby. I didn't know about starting church. It is because people are asking, and the media is supporting the people. Anytime you have a failed media, you have a failed country.
So the fourth test is the most important.
If you have a failed media, you have a failed country. And gradually we are failing as media. On my essay, 30%
Obisi media we anto about my entima. Yenka leader no. Anyway, Captain. I'm 11 upon home.
Okay.
So the next 1 month we are free. When my 1 week be
maybe they
didn't come about development and
that's a high chair, beba.
That's why as I'm kasi a okasha one for ya obi anim a okasha ncha wa ba.
You see, I am home at you. Then I first say, Oba, or then a back school, a single parent, or te chokodum, or te mamubi, or te teshi, or te makola, titini morim, none a ba every university. Essese onye adwuma ye na akwala na sambet na fie
Yes, I heard.
na yesa to aduane ma no so okwa asoro kraje oje offering feed maame ho. The reason is that we are 35 years. Africa ya dream ya conform dodo. Paul 35 years with 5 years working experience. Akwala no wie university at age 20. And it's all chance to be 35 years. That is one time I'm in Papa and 15.
Now, 35 years are okay for him.
I am one newspapers name. You advertise employment.
I'm a 35-year-old person.
I am one share.
There be me.
Oh, Paul.
When some graduates, younger people, not 35 years.
Paul, I am share.
I'm some people 35 years.
Messi, yeah, share.
Send a middle level. Share a middle level person.
Who be you know? That Kolana we university though. But na no was a burden. Fortunately for them, no more will be one year church secretaries.
I know we my soccer crack.
I'm not my sort was a secretary. I don't offer number because you're so full in both all like around. Why are we doing this to the youth?
We'll get there,
Charlie, why?
We'll shake Bill her. Some in the Wesley girls for now.
And yet, Paul.
I'm on for. We'll just take a short break. If you have Alvin Slaughter, please play it for me again. Next, I'll be speaking to Sheikh. I'll speak to him for just 10 minutes. I need to speak to him to be on our Facebook page so you can watch it in detail. If you are falling asleep, good night. Sleep. Captain Smart has given us food for thought. This is also going to be on video on demand on our Facebook page.